husband and I own a custom cabinet business, and we have 48 team members. Our revenue last year was $7.8 million.
Good for you.
Thank you. My question is, what is the process to move company-owned vehicles out of the company and then lease them back to the company?
Why would you do that?
And how do I? For insurance purposes. Just wanting to know if this is a wise decision.
No,
if there were
it won't help you. It won't help you with insurance.
It won't. Okay.
No. Because the company's still using the vehicle.
Yes.
And the risk is that you've got employees driving company vehicles, whether they're leased or whether they're owned. Insurance is exactly the same.
Okay. All right. I have heard in the past about putting the vehicles under another company completely and then leasing those.
But when you do the act of leasing them back, they're no longer in control of the other company. And so, you're just because you're the ownership doesn't matter. It's the usage that matters for the insurance purposes. And so how's the vehicle being used? Is it used in a high-risk scenario? Then you're going to get an insurance that's high-risk scenario, regardless of whether it's leased or owned. And so it's the use of the vehicle and who's driving it and, what the driving records are and those kinds of things. And so, no, it's, if you got a bunch of 18-wheelers running down the road, you got 18-wheelers running down the road. Doesn't really matter whether they're leased or owned. You still got to cover them, and they still got exactly the same risk of crashing into something based on the guy driving it or the gal driving it. It's exactly the same. Same thing's true with your fleet for delivering your wonderful custom cabinets. But no, you're not dodging anything here. And what you've got is somebody that sounds like some kind of a bass-backwards internet article or something that you got a hold of there. Because in the real world, we don't do stuff like that. I do make sure that I don't own anything anymore in terms of risk management, but that's not for insurance purposes. That's not how we go at it. And so, and then the other thing, and Julia, you're not asking this, but it brings up the same question of I've had people that didn't bother to do the math that somehow thought they were saving on taxes to buy the vehicles personally and then lease them to the company. You're not saving on taxes because when you lease them to the company pays you the lease. You paid yourself. So it still shows up on your income tax either way. The company gets the expense, but you get the income. So you're just swapping dollars back and forth. It's like having a payphone in your house and you put the quarters in. It's still your money. It's the same exact process, and it doesn't. But that's not what Julia's asking. But some people I heard I could save on taxes if I lease my cars from my company, and no, it's just a payphone in your house, and you put the quarters in. You're gonna get the taxes coming or going. It's either going to show up on your personal return, it's going to show up on the LLC return, one of the two. Oh, and by the way, the LLC return goes straight passes through to your personal return. That's how LLCs work. LLCs do not pay federal income tax. 100% pass through of loss or profit to your personal return. So nowhere in that. That's not what Julia was asking, but just for the rest of you because you hear these stupid internet things, and it used to be 1,000 years ago, y'all remember there's a thing called cable TV back then? Yeah. And cable TV had stupid stuff that ran at night called infomercials and that kind of thing. And they would try to sell you get-rich-quick schemes, and they would go, get a Colorado corporation. Call now. For $500, we will sell you a kit to get a Colorado corporation, and you too can be in business for yourself. You're missing out on all these wonderful write-offs. No, you're not. You don't get extra write-offs for having a Colorado corporation. Just because pot's legal there doesn't make it work. It's not a magic pill, boys and girls. You can get gummies there, but you can't get extra write-offs there. So, man, it's not any harder than that, y'all. So quit looking for a magic bean. Quit looking for things. Now, I'm not, again, Julia, I'm not fussing at you. I just got off on a tangent because it reminded me of all that stuff. Oh, the other one was a Delaware corporation, a Colorado or a Delaware corporation. And why the crap you'd want a Delaware? But it was the more liberal tax law or more liberal legal laws on liability laws would be the Delaware reason. But there's still no tax difference. And everybody, this thing was like, you can write off everything. You can write off your dog food. No, you can't. No, you can't. Not unless you're in the kennel business do you write off dog food. I mean, that's the only time. The rest of us just have to feed the puppy, okay? That's just how it works. So there we go. Thanks, Julia. Good question. Interesting question. Hadn't heard that kind of thing in a while. Glad you brought it to us on the EntreLeadership Podcast.